What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on Sawyer's Vlogs. Today, I will be giving you my full review slash thoughts of the new season of Squid Game. I know it only came out yesterday, but I just finished it, and holy shit. But before we get started, I just want to say that this video will contain major spoilers for Squid Game Season 3 and everything it contains. So if you haven't watched it, click off this video, go watch it, and come back to this video. Alright? You all good? Alright. First, I obviously want to start by talking about the ending. Holy fucking shit. He kills himself for the baby. First of all, there was a baby born in the Squid Games. That's crazy. I honestly didn't think that in Squid Game Season 3, like, I knew there was a pregnant woman, but I didn't think she would give birth in the games. That's just crazy. And the VIP decision to make the baby a part of the game, man, that was a really strong moment. It truly shows that no one is safe from these games. And Gi-hung sacrifices himself at the end after realizing that he didn't start the game after it was only him and the baby left. So he starts it, put the baby down, and then he jumps off, which just felt like a really big fuck you punch to the gut. But it's the end of the series. There's not making another season, so I guess I kind of understand the decision, but I don't know, man. I feel like it would have been really cool to have Gi-hung survive, but at least his daughter gets the money in the end. Enough. I'm not really gonna talk more about the deaths because everyone dies, But one thing I will talk about, I think the strongest moment for me was when the old woman stabbed her own son. That was just in the hide and seek game, the first game, the first game in this new season. That just really was a really impactful moment for me for some reason. I don't know why. It was just the old woman stabbing her own son in the back. That was just really impactful to me. I have no idea why. What to talk about? I had this whole list last night that I wanted to talk about. That was a really impactful moment. Also, the mom, the woman who gave birth, breaking her ankle in the hide and seek game. That means you knew when we got to the jump rope game that she knew she was gonna die. And after she gave birth, she knew it was dead. But also the rising tension of all the players. Like in the final game, Squid Game, that like these 6 players have a pact, and because no one can trust each other, they immediately break this pact and turn on each other to where they pretty much all end up dead. Like they all end up dead. They all die. And the reveal that player 333 was the father of the baby that player 222 gave birth to. I mean, we as the audience knew that for a while now, but that was a complete shock to the players when 333 turned on the rest of them. That was just crazy. And the side plot with the girl and her dad being in the games from last season, that she helps her dad escape. They both escape. So they both escape only after the girl kills the officer and burns all the records. But I guess when the island self-destructed in the final episode, because the co-star was gonna come in on the games, I'm sure they would have been destroyed anyway. But like, they thought, Gi-hung sacrifice was like a big fuck you to I don't want to play these games. Like, but then in the end, it shows that the front man saw, like, in the U.S., he saw one of those Dachi girls and the guys showing that this Squid Game has become international now. There might be like an English version coming out. I mean, Netflix has announced maybe a spin-off to Squid Game, so I wouldn't be surprised if that ending set it up. Dude, stop. There we go. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised I wouldn't be surprised if that just set up a spinoff. Because like this is like the biggest show in 2021. Now they came out with the new season, and it's already in top 1 trending in a day in. I don't know. Yeah, I want to talk about the games now. From the whole second game, like season 1 and season 2. So the first one was well, I already talked about the first half from the season 2 game. Go watch it. I guess we'll talk about the half too. So hide and seek, were the red team and the blue team. The red team are given knife set and have to hunt down a blue person. They have to kill at least one in half an hour or they die. And the blue people, they have these keys that unlock doors and they have to try and find the exit before they get killed. Now, I think one of the biggest twists in there was that there are different shaped keys and different shaped keyholes, and that you need to have all 3 keys when you get to the exit to escape. I feel like that was a really good plot twist. Because, pretty early and you realize the Arthur guy, the old guy, player 100, he the first one to realize that the keys have different shapes. But then when that god woman player 44 comes in and she finds the exit, but she realizes you need all 3 keys. That was another really good plot twist. I really didn't see that coming. For a moment, I was convinced there wasn't even an exit. I was convinced that there wasn't even an exit and they just had to kill people. Yeah. And then we had the jump rope game. That also seemed like in the middle of beatable yet challenging. I mean, Gi-hung did it with a baby, and the others, I don't know. I mean, the 3 new games in this season, personally, hide and seek is my favorite out of the 3, because the final game was just push each other off. The second game was just jump rope across, and that was I like the hide and seek one the most. I took 100 players, so fuck me. Yeah, what other plot twists? Oh yeah, the side story with the detective guy whose brother runs the games. He's trying to find the island. The Captain Pot guy we coming from last season, where he killed the drone pilot guy. In this season it's confirmed he works with the front man. So eventually, when they get really close to finding the island, he turns. But detective, how the fuck you say his name? The detective guy, I don't know. They're all Korean names. I can't say any of their names. The Korean guy takes the Korean guy. The detective kills Detective Park, and he kills Detective Park. Not Detective Captain Park. And he finds the island after the dad guy escapes and gives him the directions to the island. He finds it as the self-destruction sequence was going off. So the game's already ended. So it was kind of all in vain, but at least he did get to see his brother. It was pretty nice, I think. What is it? Yeah, the baby won the games. That was another really good plot twist. I didn't think when the VIPs made a decision to put the baby in the games, I got ready for a baby death because I thought that was gonna happen, but no. The baby won the games. After Gi-hung killed the dad after he tried to kill him and realized he didn't start the game, Gi-hung walks over to the edge, puts down the baby, and jumps off the edge, meaning that Gi-hung's dead. The baby won the games. Which was Gi-hung's death was all. I thought in the back of my head that Gi-hung's gonna die at some point, but I don't know, man. I mean, the fact that when he realized he didn't. Oh yeah, let's talk about Gi-hung for a second. Gi-hung becomes mentally deranged in this season. For the first 3 or 4 episodes. He barely speaks at all. He never votes. And, he's just, mentally deranged. After he led that rebellion and his friend got shot, that just took a toll on him. Gi-Hung's mental health is... Stop doing this, Netflix, I swear. I mean, like, Gi-Hung just becomes mentally deranged in this season. Like, his mental health is at an all-time low. And the grandma and the son... Jeez. I mean, I kind of talked about them, but... And then, like, the grandma wishes... And since Junie broke her leg and she couldn't, like, take care of the baby... the grandma asks Gi-hun if he can help watch the baby. He says no. Then the grandma hangs herself, so Gi-hung is forced to take care of the baby. I didn't see the grandma hanging herself coming. I didn't see that coming, to be honest. But yeah, like the whole democratic voting democracy thing that was like the voting system. Yeah. And then there's the damn like the damn Mi-hun and the like crazy guy who was Thanos' friend. He was just weird. He was just weird. But at least he died. The crazy like god Asian, not Asian, the god of the gods. I'm a god sent player 44. That woman. She was weird. I was waiting for her to die. I kind of smart. I kind of chuckled a little bit when she died. Yeah. Anyway. I don't really know what else I want to talk about. I had like this whole list last night. I said, when I wake up, I film this video, I'm going to forget all of it. I forgot most of it, but yeah. I guess to end out this video, I'll rank which are my seasons from least favorite to most favorite. Hate to do this, but I have to put season 2 in last place. Like, it was the follow-up, and I'm just going to have to put season 2 in last place. I'm just saying it. It was a good season, but the other two were better. My second is season 1. Alright. Season 1 was really good, but honestly, I think season 3 beats it. And then number 1 is season 3. I honestly think that, in my opinion, season 3 is the best out of all these seasons. Mainly because the ending, like, it dealt with, like, Gi-hung's psychomatic trauma from watching his friend get shot. And when Gi-hung had the decision to, like kill the guy with his knife and realize that his friend, like, player 1 that he met in the first few games was the one who actually shot his friend as the frontman, he almost killed him. But Gi-hung's hesitation to kill all the guys when they were sleeping shows that deep down he knows he's a good person. Also, that hallucination really helped. Like, deep down inside, Gi-hung knows he's a good person, and he can't bring himself to be the senseless murderer that everyone else in these games are. He just couldn't bring himself to do it. Anyway, I think that is my full review / thoughts on Squid Game Season 3. If you guys have any thoughts that I missed or any points that you think I missed, let me know in the comment section down below. And also, let me know, how did you like Season 3? I'm interested to know. How did you guys like the final season of Squid Game? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye!